Guys, we are back with another tactic from the always amazing GYR. Today we have a 4-1-3-2 tactic called the Joker. There are no wingers in this one. It's a very narrow formation to pack that midfield and get the results. We tested this with Dortmund over in Germany. They won a Bundesliga and Pokal, double beating Bayern to both of those. We also tested this with Boston United because you guys always ask, Steve, does it work with a non-league team? Well, yes it does, because we tried it with Boston. They won the National League North title at Atlanta, beating teams like Scunthorpe and South Shields to that one. And we tested it with Real Madrid because we always have an elite tier test, because if it doesn't work with the elite tier teams, it's not going to work with anybody else. On your screen, you can see what it did with Real Madrid. They won a quadruple, beating Inter Milan in that Champions League final 4-1, but it also had an unbeaten league campaign in La Liga. 32 victories, 6 draws, 0 losses, plus 111 goal difference. Vinicius Jr. with the golden boot. Rodrigo also scoring the third most amount of goals in the league. Vinny and Rodrigo also high average ratings for the two that are playing up front. And we also had Camavinga and Luka Modric getting lots of assists with this team, with this tactic as well. If we go and have a look at the data hub, 3.63 goals per game, which is absolutely dominating. It's doing really well in terms of pass completion ratio. Shots on target are very, very good as well. And you getting almost 21 shots per game with this Real Madrid team. If we go and take a look at the tactic, this is what it looks like with that Real Madrid team in situ. And you can see there's lots of goals throughout this team. 42 for Rodrigo, 39 for Vinny, 22 for Joselu as well. We've also got goals in midfield, 11 for Fede Valverde. We've also got 19 for Jude Bellingham as well. So you can see the goals that are coming through this team. And we are going to go through and break down every single role and instruction. So if you're on PC, if you're on console, you can get this exact same tactic. Now, these videos wouldn't be possible without GYR. His links are going to be down in the description below. Please do go and show G some love. Now, in goal, we have a sweeper keeper on defensive duty with the additional instruction of tackle harder. The additional ones are the ones with the white cog and the red circle, and you get to them via the edit menu, and you can see it selected there because it has the green around the outside of the border. Moving into the defensive line, then we have two fullbacks on attack on both sides. They have the same instruction set, which is a fullback on attack with the additional instruction of tackle harder. No surprise, they cut that is basically in every tactic this year. The two centre-backs are both ball-playing defenders on dribble more and tackle harder. Again, the dribble more encourages the centre-backs to bring the ball out of the back line a little bit more. In the defensive midfield spot, we have a defensive midfielder on defensive duty with tackle harder. That is, of course, 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 in this team. Then in midfield, we have a box-to-box midfielder in the middle of two Mezzalas. The box-to-box midfielder on support duty, take more risks, dribble more, and tackle harder on him. And the two Mezzes have the exact same tactical instructions, guys, so they are both Mezzalas on attack with dribble more and tackle harder on them. Obviously, we have no wingers, but we do have two electrically fast-paced men up top in Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo. They are both advanced forwards on attack duty with the additional instructions of take more risks, dribble more, tackle harder, and mark tighter. Now, guys, I get asked this question every single video, but what about the tactical style? Which one of these should I select? It does not matter which one of these presets you select. As long as you then follow the instructions that I'm about to give you, the tactical style will be the same. All G has done is finished his and hit save, and as you can see, he's called it Joker. That's all he's done. We've got Black Panther in here, along with a couple of others in terms of tactical style that you can see. That's all he's done. It's an attacking mentality on this tactic, and in possession, this is how we are set up wide in terms of our attacking width, making those centre mids go as far stretched as we possibly can. We're passing into space in terms of our approach play, overlapping down both the left and the right, focusing play down the left and the right, which works really well considering the Mezzalas will run wide. We've got fullbacks on attack which allow the overlap. We've also got shorter passing directness, a higher tempo, low crosses into that final third, and running at the defence in terms of our dribbling style. In transition, this is how we are set up as well. Counter pressing when possession has been lost, countering when that possession has been won, and our distribution type is to roll it out to make sure we keep in possession, but our goalkeeper is allowed to make the decision as to where it goes. And then out of possession, this is how we are set up. High press with that line of engagement, a much higher defensive line, much more often in terms of triggering that press, getting stuck in and stepping up more in terms of that defensive line, hopefully looking for a couple of offsides. And this is the Joker tactic for FM24. If you like it, drop a like on the video down below. If you do like tactics for FM24, but you want to try something a little bit different, check out this playlist. It's every tactic that G has released on this year's game.